Hi guys, welcome to my channel Priyanka Chandra. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing good. So by thumbnail you would have known what the video is going to be about. First of all, thank you so much guys for all your love and support that you showed on my first true horror story which I posted, and this has happened with me while I was in my engineering college and it was a true story. Thank you so much for that love and support. I really appreciate it. So you guys commented me in my comment section for such more true horror stories. So considering that, I just started calling up my friends and relatives, asked them whether they have come across any such paranormal activities, and they all shared their stories with me guys. I have a couple of them with me, but today I have picked up Ganishka's story. She's one of my friend. I have never heard anything like that guys. I mean, like her story. So I'm going to be narrating her chilling story on my YouTube channel. So without wasting any time, let's go ahead and start the video. So guys, the story begins with a girl named Ganishka. She is a only daughter for her parents. She was in her 6th grade. So they were living in a one small BHK apartment, and the apartment was so beautiful, the community, and they were a friendly neighborhood. And they were also children of her same age. Everything was going great and good because the house was very near to our school, as well as our dad also had a business which was very close by to our house. One day, all of a sudden, the owner of that apartment came to their parents and told that I am planning to sell this apartment as I have some financial problems. So I just need to sell this. So I need money. So he gave a deadline of 1 month to vacate the apartment. So Kanishka parents were really worried and they started searching for the new house. They started asking their near neighbors whether there is any apartment or any house which is vacant so they can relocate there. And even they went for a broker. Kanishka was sent to her grandparents' house because they didn't wanted her education to be affected because of this searching home, and there were no one to take care of her. So she could clearly see how their parents were struggling to find a new house. It was almost 15 days and they could not find any house anywhere. Ganishka parents were really worried as the time was very less and getting an house in that expensive area was really difficult for them, and they didn't want it to go too far as it would affect their child's education, and they didn't want her to travel too far. Ganishka could clearly see their parents struggle, and just then they found a 2 BHK apartment which was beautiful and also which was under the budget, and that too in that expensive area. Ganishka was way happier because she had her own room now because they used to stay in 1 BHK apartment. Things got settled and everything was set in the house. Then people loved that house and Ganishka was more happier than anyone. Just 2 weeks of settling down in the new house, Ganishka's parents and the family started experiencing strange things in the house. The fridge door used to be open every night and the water used to run from the tap. No matter how hard you tightly close it, the water used to always flow from the tap. One day Ganishka wakes up from the sleep and she was very thirsty, so she picks up the water bottle from the nearby table which was kept. She drinks the water and she hears her father coming from the office, and a mother is serving the food for his dad. Then she hears them talking. Her mom starts complaining that this house is really strange. I keep things here and there, but that keeps shifting by itself. I don't find that things in that place. I'll find it in some other place. And also the tap, the water keeps flowing from the tap. No matter how hard I close it, it keeps flowing. And her dad starts laughing at her mom and says, you stop watching some horror movie. You keep hallucinating. Come on, if you find things here and there, maybe you're forgetting things. You're getting older. Why don't you start writing things where you have kept and stick it to the fridge? And I'm going to send someone who can repair this tap. Listening to these talks from her mom, Ganishka feels that there's really something wrong in this house. She never thinks about it too much. She goes back to her sleep. Just then Friendship Day comes and Ganishka was super duper excited as she used to prepare friendship band by herself with the help of her mom and tie them to their besties. Just like every year, she made few friendship bands for their besties and she keeps them safely in the pouch and inside her bag. Next day, as usual, she gets ready. She was about to go to school. She just wanted to check whether the friendship bands are safe in there, and she finds the pouch nowhere. She was really disappointed as she runs to her mother and asks her, Mommy, where is my pouch? I just made all this friendship band and kept it inside the pouch. I'm not able to find it. A mom says that I've not yet entered your room, then where will I find it? A mom's ask her to recheck it once again. She goes to her room and rechecks it everywhere, but she never finds the friendship band. So with disappointment, she goes to the store, she buys the new friendship band, and she goes back to school. The entire day, Ganishka keeps thinking about her pouch, that she clearly remembers that she kept all the friendship band in the pouch, and the pouch was kept inside the bag, but still she could not find it. And even after searching hook and corner of the room, she could not find the pouch. As she comes from school, she finds the friendship band scattered here and there near the pillow and the bed, and the pouch was fallen near the dustbin. Ganishka clearly remembered that the friendship band was kept in the pouch and the pouch was kept inside the bag, but now it's been scattered here and there. Ganishka remembers the words which her mom told to her dad, that things won't be in same place, it keeps shifting by its own. Now she was really scared. She goes to her mother and says that I don't want to sleep in my room. I'm really scared. From today onwards, I'll sleep next to you. I will just use it as a study room. And her mom agrees. Kanishka does not want to be alone. She always wanted to be with her mom, as she was really scared, and these things started making her scared more and more every day. One day, all of a sudden, Ganishka father gets a call from his village telling that one of his relative had got cardiac arrest and he had to leave immediately. Ganishka mother did not wanted her husband to go to the village, as it was full moon day and it was already 9 o'clock in the night. But still her mother did not utter any word, and she let her husband go alone, and Ganishka and her Ganishka mom stayed at home. As usual, Ganishka finished her homework and her mom prepared the dinner. They both had the dinner together and they went back to sleep. Ganishka and her mom were indeed asleep. Just then Ganishka felt like someone touching her head. It was just like a soft touch that somebody were patting on her head, just like a mother is making a baby go to sleep. That just continued. Ganishka took a while to realize what was happening. Why is her mom touching her head in the middle of a night? Just then she realized that she's sleeping on mother's one arm and another arm of her mom is on her stomach. She totally freaked out. She knew that it is someone who's touching her head. And with the fear, she just put the bedsheet. She was so scared. She started telling the God's name. She could not even open her eyes because she was so frightened. As soon as she put the bedsheet, nobody touched her. 15 to 20 minutes, there was so silence in that room. She could not open her eyes. She was so scared. She didn't have a guts to turn the side and tell her mom, Mom, I'm getting scared, or move from the bed. Just then, her mom starts to scream. And with fear, she opens her bedsheets and sees her mom sitting on the bed. She was so damn scared to even switch on the light, but she took some courage and she ons the switch of the bedroom. And then she finds her mom completely in shock. She goes to her mom, hugs her tightly, and asks her, What happened, mom? Her mom just looks at her and hugs her tightly. And Ganishka gives the water which was kept on the table, and she asks her mom to drink the water. Her mom drinks the water and tells, I felt someone's presence in the room. Someone was just tapping my head. This really scared Ganishka. Ganishka also experienced same thing just few minutes ago, but she did not tell anything to her mother. After this incident, Ganishka mom calls her dad to come home immediately, as they were really scared. After this incident, Ganishka mom decides to go for their mom's place and stay there for 10 to 15 days and come back, as her mom was really scared and Ganishka too. After coming back from her mom's place, Ganishka mom decides to not stay in the home alone, and she decides to go and join some classes. So she goes and joins some yoga classes and some art classes as Ganishka goes for the school. Just then, one of the neighbor who stays in the next house become very close to Ganishka's mother. And seeing Ganishka's mother so disturbed, a neighbor asks her, What is the matter? Why are you always so scared? And why don't you go to your house and you spend a lot of time here in the classes? And then Ganishka mom explains what had happened and why she's so scared to stay in the house alone. And then our neighbor reveals a secret. A neighbor tells that there was a couple who used to stay in the house before you guys were. And the couple was really happy, but they didn't have a child, and it was almost 7 years of marriage and they didn't have a child. And the couple started fighting each other because of the child, as the lady wanted to adopt a new child and his husband was against it. So getting frustrated by the relatives' talks, one day she decided to burn herself. And when she burned, she started shouting, and this neighbor also was present. She saw her dying on that house. And the last word that she told was water, and she kept on staring at the water which was running from the tap. And she was died in the hospital, and the body was brought to the house, and all the rituals were done in this house. After listening to this, Ganishka mom was really scared and called her husband right away and asked to search for the new house as she did not want to stay there. So guys, this was Ganishka's story which she told to me, and trust me guys, I've never heard anything as such. I have heard about few people telling, I have seen ghost entity, or I have heard someone crying, I have heard this pile sound, or I have heard some wind blowing towards me faster. But a ghost coming and touching you, patting your head, making you sleep, showing love and all, I've never heard anything like this, guys. So when Ganishka told me this story, I was like, come on dude, like what is this? So I just told this story to my brother, and he told me, you know what, Ganishka, whatever she's telling, it's true. It has happened with her, and you have to trust her. I was like, what trust her? I mean, come on, which ghost will come and touch you? Because they are souls, right? Like, they don't have a body. How can you feel the touch? That is the thing. Okay, wind blows, that is all different, but touch, how can you feel it? So that's when my brother told me that, do you remember we were seeing a program in a TV? Person in the program told the same thing as what Ganishka had told. Then all of a sudden I started thinking about what is he telling, what program, which program, and then I remember that program, and I remembered each and every scene which I saw in the TV, guys. So let me tell you that story. I was in my second PUC, and on Sunday it was a kebab day for us. My mom used to prepare kebab because Saturday also we had college. It was all like studying, second PUC. You guys know how hard it is. So my mom asked me for the lunch, and I came, and there was some program going on in the TV. It was some haunted places they were showing. My brother also joined. He also finished his homework. He also joined with me, and we were like watching. The show was about a haunted factory where no watchman would stay even for 3 days. So it was an old unused factory. Because of some losses, they had to shut down the factory, and they had appointed a watchman to take care of the factory. So the watchman had a family, a wife and 2 kids. The family was also provided a small house to stay nearby and take care of the factory. So one day all of a sudden the boy was playing with his ball, and he suddenly slips and falls into the well. After this incident, the family goes back to the village again, and the owner of that factory brings a new watchman. So the first day nothing happens, and the second day he hears kid running here and there and kid crying inside the well, and he can experience somebody sitting on his chest where he's not able to breathe, and somebody just giving him a beatings in his back, and you can actually see the fingerprint on his back. And because of this, he just leaves that job within 3 days. And there was another watchman who was appointed to take care of that factory again, and he also experienced the same thing, the same pattern which had happened with the previous watchman. A kid crying, a kid laughing, running around. But here, instead of troubling this watchman, it starts patting his head when he's sleeping in the midnight. And he clearly told that somebody used to come and touch my head, making me go sleep. So guys, I watched this program, and then I realized that Ganishka is telling the truth. So guys, I would like to tell one thing, that when people come and tell about these things to you, that they've experienced some negative entity, or they're going through something, or they're feeling something, or they're battling something related to negative entities, please talk to your elders or talk to somebody who can really help you out. And Ganishka also told me that after these things, she went to a school and she discussed this with her besties, and nobody believed her. They were like, don't make up stories or don't scare us, we're not getting scared. So to all the people out there who are going through any kind of negative entities, trust in God, go speak to some elders and get some help. So guys, this was Ganishka's chilling story. Ganishka tells me that she still go and visit that place. I mean, not that house is no more. It's been demolished. I think same thing has been experienced with other tenants also. So maybe they have relocated, and due to some reason they have just demolished that building. She has few childhood friends, so she go and speaks to them, but that house is no more. They have some complex there now. So guys, let me know in a comment section what do you like about this story. And guys, I would like to tell one more thing, that these stories are not made up or been copied by any cartoon channels or any other channels. This is a true story which has happened with Ganishka, guys. There is nothing I'm making up stories. Some people even commented that this story is being copied. I mean, the first story which I posted, it is my own true story which had happened with me. I studied in that college. That house is still there. That empty acre land is still there. If at all I make up any stories, guys, or if I'm getting inspired by any other channel, definitely I would like to give credit. And also, guys, writing a horror script is not easy. I seriously feel I don't have so much of talent to sit and write the horror script. So, guys, this is a true story. This is not a copied one or been inspired by any other cartoon channel. This is a true story which had happened with the people. So I have gathered few bits and pieces stories so that I can put it across to you. So that's it for today, guys. And if you have any kind of such stories, or if you have come across any negative entities, please do write it down to me. You can email it to me, your story, priyankachandra257@gmail.com. I'll put it in the description box. And if you have not watched my first video, that is the true story which had happened with me while I was in a college, that also I'll put it on in the description box. You can go and check it out. And guys, please do show the same love that you showed for the first video of my horror story. And if this also gets a same good response, I'll come with an episode number 2. So be ready for that. That note, I'm going to end this video. If you like this video, please do like, share, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you get the notification of all my new videos. See you guys. See you with other interesting videos. Until then, take care. Bye.